Hey yo, welcome back, people. Another stream, same for Over the Wire. Give me a second. Ouch. So, yesterday we completed till uh, till the Bandit 11, where we learn how to use like a minor commands that we have in Linux. So, today we're gonna go a bit up on that and try something further. Like yesterday we stopped on a bandit 12 where we had to convert the file and fetch the password from there and zip unzip and do some other stuff also. So today we will continue with that, again the Linux minor stuff, but it depends how minor it can be when it's actually needed. So let's get to it then. And am I too far or am I too close? I don't know, man. Okay, so we are already 5 minutes in, I guess. So let's get started. So we stopped on our bandit 12 where we got the password for the 12th, and we need to fetch the password for the bandit 13. And here we can see the password is stored in the data.txt, and which is a hex dump. So we need to convert and we need to get the data from there. You might have seen like if you have ever worked with the Linux or some application, if you have seen where the .txt contains the hex dump. Let's first connect and then I'll show you. Okay, I think the Obsidian is off, so let's open it. And we are on 13th over here. This was a password, I guess. Press enter and there we go. We have access to the 12th. So I'm not gonna access the web application anymore because I have already listed all the questions, notes, etc. over here. So let's go back to the 12 to 13. So it says the password for next level is stored in the file data.txt, which we have over here, and it says data.txt. Give me a second. Okay, where is it? Where is it? Data.txt. Now we need to convert this data.txt so we can access a file, which is a hex dump file that has been repeatedly compressed. Now if you go back to the web application, you will see that there is a mention tool over here, the XXD. And if we do the Google wiki and okay, and over here we can see the mention of this tool, and simply dump or -d, hex dump, hdod. These are different tools, so we need to find this specific. Hex editor, no, we don't need that. Od, we don't need that. Weird, it does not have the command referring to that. That's odd. Okay, no problem. So what hexdump does, let's see over here. If I will do tldr xxd, so you see it is a hexadecimal hexdump from binary. You can like create binary to text and text to binary from this. Over here, if you use this command, generate a hex dump from a binary file and save it as a text file, which is already done over here. This is a hex file and it has been converted into a text file from a hex. If I'll cat data.txt, you can see this is a binary file, or was a binary file. So we need to convert this back. To do so, it says display a more compact output, replacing constructive zeros if any with a star. Okay, and display output with a 10 column of 1 octet binary each. No, we don't need that. What we need is this. So we need to revert a plain text hex dump back into binary and save it as a binary file. That way we will be able to access it and see what kind of file it is. So let's try x d hyphen r. We're trying to revert it. We don't need the PostScript one. So damn it, I forgot. It's data.txt that we are trying to convert, and we will move it into the real data. Okay, permission denied. Weird. Now, wait, what? We don't have the permission? Let's do this then. Maybe on this directory we don't have the permission to write. We can change the directory and try there. So we're gonna cp this data.txt into temp. Now let's go to the temp directory, ls LLL. We cannot list permission denied, but if I'll do cat data, okay, data.txt, and we can see we have the file here, but we cannot access it. That's a weird part. So but I need a place where I can see what sort of file it is. I cannot do the ls or ls-la if I'm not able to see what's the file name, etc. Right? This is going to be a pain. Let's clear this and do this. mkdir or maybe this mk temp hyphen d test too few x's in template. What the heck? cd test. We don't have any file. That's weird. Then we're gonna do make dir and test file exists. Cd test. Oh, we cannot cd in it. rm-rf test. Operation not permitted. Cd test. Temp test. Cd temp test. Okay, now we are in. Let's copy the file from no. Yeah, here it is. Data.txt over here. Can we do ls? Yes, now we can do ls. So we have created a new directory and copied the file there. Let's keep collecting these notes, else it will become a headache. Now that we have it here, we're gonna perform this xd-r data.txt to hex txt. Let's see. Yep, we got the file. Copy paste. Now if I will do file on this hex.txt, there we go. We can see this is a gzip compressed file which we need to decompress to read it further, what sort of detail it holds. So to unzip it, I think gzip already exists on it. So what we can do, I think we can directly use the gzip to decompress it, I guess. Hex.txt, press ls. Okay, did it? Nah. It says for this level you need to create another directory and etc, and rename it, read the main page. We already had it as a gzip, but now we have created it again as a gzip, right? So if I'll do file hex.txt, yes, we have again compressed it. We want to decompress it, right? Let's clear it. rm-rf hex.txt. We don't need this. Let's create it back. If I am remembering correctly, we have the file. Clear tldr gzip. It shows the compression level. Then it shows, oh, here we have it, gzip -d hex.txt. sorry, does it need, okay, so it needs the gzip extension. So before doing that, we can do move the hex.txt to hex txt.gzip. Now that it's a gzip, if I do gzip -d hex.txt, now it should decompress it, and if I'll press enter, what? Let's see, file hex.txt. Okay, it did decompress it, and now we have got another compression that is a bzip. So let's copy this and paste it here. Here we have moved it to this. Now we need to again decompress it via the bzip. So let's check bzip2, and it goes again in the same manner. We're gonna do move this hex.txt to hex.bzip2. I think that's the extension, if I'm not wrong. No, there it is. It's bz2. Press enter. Now if I do bzip2 -d hex this file, wait, ls file this, and there we go, we got another gzip decompression. So now if we move hex.txt to hex.gz again, we did bzip, then gzip comebacks, so it's a gz. Press enter and go back a bit, decompress it again, ls, not a guile, it's a file, hex.txt, and now we have a tar archive that we need to decompress further. So how far did we save it? Till file 900 KB? No, it's still here. So we made another move and decompress. Now that we have the tar, now let's see how we can change it from tar. To extract the file from a tar, we use X and F flag. So if I'll do tar -h, or maybe -h or help. So let's see what these two flags does. Okay, that's quite a big list. We need to check X and F. So where is the X and F? there is it. F, this flags use archive file or device archive, and this will basically to define the file. And where is the X? This is a capital X, that is for exclusion, but we're not excluding over here. And the X is for the extraction, extract the file from an archive. So we declare the file and we extract the content from the file that we have declared. So TLDR tar. So if we do, I think I need to move this again to the tar. X dot tar, and we do tar xf file path is hextar. Press enter, do the ls, and there we go. We got the file that we was after. And if I do cat data, oh sheesh, data.txt, dang it, no, okay, my bad, it's not that. We need to work on this file now, data5.bin. so for we moved, but we knew we are in a bin file. So if I do cat data5.bin, so this is encrypted and it does contain something, @ something something. So if I do file data5.bin, it's again post tar archive. How do we decompress it? I think if I remember correctly, this one need to move into gzip too. Either it will go into gzip or maybe into the bzip probably. So let's do a bit of a Google, though I do remember, but for learning sake, how to extract data from .bin file. Struct script, write a script, use Python with struct model to read specific data type. No, we don't need this. This is a compression, so we need to decompress it. To extract data from a .bin file, use archive7zip or WinRAR compression. Let's just ask like this. We'll go AI mode and paste, press enter, and it should give us, ouch, the way how we can decompress it. And seems I got a message. Who is sending a message? Okay, I see. So we can use tar xvf. So do we have it over here? We have it, xvf, where it can unzip the .gzip, .bzip2 and .xz. So it can unzip 3 types of file in a single extraction, or maybe like a single tool can do these kind of 3 decompression. So we will use tar xvf, not cf, vf, and do the data dot. Okay, there is this problem. Okay, I see. We have the file as a bin, but it won't decompress it as it seems. But let's do this. Copy, paste, enter. It did. Okay, let's do this. How many decompress does it need? ls cat. I think it's still gonna do the same trick. Yeah, this is different. Oh no, 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 no. Let me copy this whole and paste it into the nodes. And if I see that we have got a new file that's bin data.a.bin, let's see, file data8.bin. Again, it's the gzip, but it didn't decompress it. Because we didn't got the file that's within it. But we are not able to decompress it. Let's see. How can we decompress it then? Because it can decompress the .gzip, but it's not doing that. Crazy. Extraction. Can we do this? If we do move data dot 6, no, it's 8 bin to data 8 dot gz and run the tar on a yo, what's up, gz, and press. It's not doing it. File data8.gz. Yep, that is expected, man. File data8.gz. It's behaving pretty cheesy. Okay, let's see if this works. Gzip -d ls What file? Data 8. Okay, I think we, oh, I see. So this is what we need to do. We had to convert this into the gzip, and with that we can see now we have the ASCII file. So if I'll cat data dot this, and we have the password for next machine. So basically in this, what we have seen or learned is how we can dang it, don't do it. Yeah, how we can perform different types of compression or decompression to read a certain file. Because if you go over here, and at first we started with the hex file. No, yeah, it was a hex file, and we converted that hex file into the zip file. Over here we can see, okay, there is a part that seems to be missing. So if I do this, paste, sheesh, paste this over here, do the ls and do file on this. This is a part we're missing, and it's going to be over here. Nice. Now that we have gzip, we converted that file into gzip. That's a different compression. Like every compression system use a different way to compress the file. Like they have a different algorithm to do. Okay, so what CTF is this? It's a CTF. It's like, it's way too old CTF, I would say. This is something that I used to learn Linux. I used it to learn Linux, I think how much time back? Uh, maybe 8 or 9 years back, maybe 10 years back. It's a pretty old platform, brother. So I used it then to learn the basic Linux, and the other, like there are other war games too that teaches you about other things, like how the different types of like encoding, encryption, decoding, and other things work. Damn, 9 years back. I did it 5 years ago. I thought it was old. Not that old. Yeah, it is. It is pretty old. Man, maybe some people don't know about this because they changed its name. So that's why many people don't remember it. It used to have a different name before that. Wait, information. No, this is not the one. WeChat. I don't know where it is, but it was over here. Over here we have the, oh, we have the offline one. I didn't saw that, and it says this network is a legal environment where you can learn coding, hacking technique. We can do anything you want. This code, hack, learn. It's all knowledge gaining, etc., etc. Please refrain from DDoS or anyone did this. So this is an old platform. Pull the plug. That's one of the thing. Actually, I did it once. I did pull the plug because my system was all going messy, and I did this idiotic thing which I shouldn't have done then. And because of that, my whole file system crashed, and it never worked again. So rest in peace to that system, or the whole environment that I had that time. Okay, so we have the password for the next one. So let's copy this and we're gonna keep the legend alive and continue with this. Okay, exit from here. Exit, not a quit. Clear this. Bandit 13. This one is going to be interesting one, I guess. Clear. Close this. Copy. Paste. Press enter. Now this is another thing that will teach you about the SSH, because I can see private key. Here we go. So the password for the next level is stored in under this and can be read by Bandit 14. For this level you didn't get the next password, but you get a private SSH key that can be used to log in into next level. Note, localhost is a host name that refers to the machine you are working on. I see. Like, even if you ask me right now for the backup, the machine currently I'm using, this one, the Kali, the VirtualBox, even this don't have a backup. So if it breaks, I try to fix it instead of taking any sort of backup around it. I just fix it. I don't want to keep the backup, that unnecessary backup, though I can keep the snapshots from here. It's a snapshot, right? Yeah, but I don't want, because if it breaks, it breaks. That's how you learn how you're gonna tackle the problem that you're tackling, because you won't always have the OS ready to yourself and the booted pen drive or some sort of disk. Yeah, that's the goal, and that's the way to learn. Break it till you make it. That's the only way. You can't do much about it. Okay, so it says password for the next level is stored under this endpoint. So if I will do cd paste enter, okay, not a directory. What is it trying to say? Cat. I see. So we are going to use this SSH key to access the localhost machine that's here. So whoa. If I do cat paste enter, permission denied, because as per this can only be read by the Bandit 14. So we are on a Bandit 13. We have to use this key to access the Bandit 14, and using that we're going to read this file and the one over here mentioned, the one I was trying to cat. So using that we are going to get the password for the next level. Okay, so to do so we will clear this SSH -i. -i flag is for the identification. That is going to be our SSH key, and it's gonna be the Bandit 14 @ localhost, because it's a part of the same environment. So we are going to use the localhost. Press enter. Yes, and permission denied. Bam. Okay, so what sort of permission does it need? Let's do this. It has read and write permission, but not the executing permission. So let's do the ch mode, was it 600 if I remember correctly, or it's a 700? Changing permission for this file not permitted. Ch mode. Damn, I don't remember what this is for. It's it is for managing the permission that's on the system. You can provide the permissions to file directory that resides on the machine. So if we do man ch mode, here we go, change file mode bits. It's basically, you can twist around. Yes, you can provide the access to the we can use the -x, but I don't think it just give us a straight face. We cannot change the permission because we are not permitted for this operation. So what I think is, if I do cp SSH key and create a new one with the name SSH ID, or which we generally use ID underscore RSA. Cannot create regular file, ID RSA, permission denied. Okay. Do I need to move it to the temp? Don't tell me. Let's try this then. Temp slash, press enter. Yeah, it did went to the temp. Copy this, move it here. Now we will do cd slash temp ls mkdir ssh key. Why the heck this name already exists? And it's under the temp. mkdir key ssh. Okay, key ssh. Maybe I don't want to mess, or I don't want to care about if someone else is already doing it. So I will just do the cp whatever this sign is, and I call this sign a snake because I don't know the actual name and I don't want to remember. Yeah, this is shared because this is running on a single instance, and you can access that instance. Yes, it is shared, because if it creates a different instance for every user, it gonna blow the prices. And this is a free service kind of thing where they're like running everything on a donation system. As you can see, donate and help. So yeah, this is a single instance. cp, what the hell is file name, ssh key to the ID underscore RSA. Now that we have the file, ch mode 600 ID RSA, we have the permission. By the way, do you have a job, or are you like me too? I have a job, and it's Monday to Friday. I will be doing work day after tomorrow, and after that I have holidays, and I'm gonna do live streams continuously while working on what do you say, CPTS. I cannot share that content the CPTS one because that's restricted for a stream. But if I get or unlock the member only service, then you might be able to see it, because that's gonna charge way high and only the one who can afford can see that. What is the job related to hacking? Yes, it is. Instead of a hacking, I would say it is for a testing. Well, basically we are trying to hack, so yes, it is related to the hacking. So we have the permissions now, and let's try the command SSH. Where is it? There you go. It's not this. Oh, let's see what's the permission now. Then we will see. Double L, and it's still read write, but it don't have the execution permissions. Dang it. I'm still not able to recall. It's a 700 or something. Yep, now it should work. SSH, I don't want to use. Let's use the SSH. Or was it another command that we use for this? Was it Control R? Yes. SSH space, there we go. And if I do a yes, it's not gonna connect. So instead of 600, let's pause it to 700 and change the file name to IDRSA. Press enter, and if I'll do yes, the heck, it is a pen tester job, but I don't only do the pen testing. I also do vulnerability management also, which is kind of part of it. Other than that, what else we do? We also do team coordination, where we sit with other teams and give a session. Like I'm working for a product based company, and that company, like if you're working for a product based company, you hardly get to work on a like extensive amount of infrastructure until unless it's a company like what we say, the big fours, Amazon, Google, or like what other company is there in this list? Walmart is there, and some other. So until you're not working for them, you are hardly getting into an extensively big amount of infrastructure. So you are just working on a infra and giving suggestions and kind of thing. So that's why I try to keep learning from the different platform and different services. Wait, gay man, what the fuck? What the hell is that? Google, Apple, Meta, Amazon, Netflix. Yes. Yeah, I'm actually pretty surprised. Like, how the hell is this Yahoo still exists? That's a pretty, like, out of nowhere kind of thing, right? I don't even see anyone using this anymore, and yet it still exists. So what I'm doing wrong here? Did the CP give the permissions and execution permissions? It's still missing something that I'm not able to see what it is missing. I did it the right host name. Bandit permission denied. It says the public key permission denied. /p. Why do I need to provide a /p? That does make sense. It has the ID, it has everything so far, so what's missing? Didn't add the port. Ah. But do I need to add the port here? Because it says a local host. Let's see if it has something like -TLN, or yeah, it's a TLN. Oh damn, there are multiple ports. Is there any 22 port open? Yes, there is, and it's on a local, so it should not be giving me that. Yeah, but it's on a local host, so it should be using that most probably. Okay, let's give a shot on the port that it is suggesting. It's this one, right? I guess. Damn, this damn mouse. Yes. Okay, it says received connection from this, but nothing, not authenticated, so it's not connecting. But over here it is failing because it does not have the right permissions. chmod +x IDRSA. Now if I do this, do yes, it still says not right permissions. And why the heck is that? There is 755 if I recall. Again, not the right permissions. I'm just spamming the permissions. 600 SSH IDRSA. Check this. Does this have a correct permission? Let's see. SSH, but that one also wasn't having right permissions if I remember it correctly. -I ID SSH and bandit localhost. Yes, yeah, this also don't have the right permissions. Permission denied. Cannot create a directory. This permission denied. Failed to add to host to the list of known hosts. What does that have to do with that? It's so long that I'm forgetting it. But it is using that. Like if you see that it when I try to use a port that is defined by them, wait, which is 2220, it didn't try to connect with that. So it is working on a 22 because it's working on a local host. You can see over here, it's here. Let me drop it in the chat. There you go. It shouldn't be causing a problem because it is a private key and usually it works with that, so this should not be a case. Let's do the reset. Oh sheesh. No. Okay, if I check, erase is Control H. Yes, permission denied. Let's again do 755. Now we have read, write, execute, read, execute, read, execute. So this is the right permission set. So what's the problem over here? We cannot edit the permission that's already there. Permission 07 are too open. Okay, if it's a too open, then if I will just give it 700, you're gonna bother with that too. And now it says you're trying to log in into an SSH on a port this, which is not intended. If you're trying to log in on the OverTheWire game, use a port mention. Why the heck? Now it is disconnecting. No authentication method enabled. This is so weird. I can do that, but I'm trying to save that effort over here. And now that you just said, I was thinking the same thing a moment ago, that it could be that I have to dump it on my local, and as it says, this is not a intended way, which is not an intended. So this is where it struck to my brain that I might have to dump it on local, but I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to access it directly from here, which it should let me do because this is an instance, and if it is not letting me do that, then what's the point? Okay, who cares? We have the key, we are in the network, we can access the network, and what's remain there? Nothing. So if I do this and create vi bandit 13, yes, bandit 13 SSH key, press enter, paste it, right quit, clear. Oh, let's do this, or I can just clean everything over here and add this, move it to our local, and run it from there. So if I do chmod plus X, not plus X. It should be, what the hell? 700. Shish. Bandit key. And now I should do this. Because if you are doing it this way by dumping it on the system, this does not serve correctly over here. Note local host is a host name that refers to machine you're working on. Wait. cat/etc/hosts. Oh, I see. Probably because of this, because it has multiple. Will it work now? What sort of permission does it have? Okay, let's do one more try. Instead of bandit, where the heck is this whole URL over here? Over the wire, this, paste, enter. Yes. No, it's not still letting me connect. Yep. Misbehaving. Go to hell. Okay, let's go by this then. Paste -p 2220, press enter, and it says oh yes, because there is no file like this. It's bandit some sort of key, and we are in. This is sad. It should not be like this, because it's not serving the purpose, and it's changing the whole meaning of that statement that they have provided. So what's the point? I hope you are getting what I'm trying to say here. Copy this, enter, paste, and do vi. We pasted it in there, and now that we have the file here, I don't like this. This is abuse. Now that we have the access, let's not do it here like this. This is bad. This is not how I write the notes. What time it is? It's 9:48. Okay, we still have time for the new box release, so we will wait. Now that we have the access to the SSH, let's pull the file that contain the password. Now here comes another thing. the password we are going to pull over here, is it going to connect with the 15 or it is going to connect us with the 14? No, not the AOC. Man, I don't want to badmouth or do any sort of that thing, but I didn't like a bit. Yeah, I'm talking about Hack the Box, but the AOC, Advent of Cyber, that's what you're talking about, is right? AOC is plain garbage. Literally plain garbage. It is like how I felt when I was doing that. It was like you are learning something, but at the same time you are learning nothing. How so? Like if you're working on that, you are just reading the stuff, copy and pasting. Zero effort. Zero effort to the learning, zero effort to the Google, zero effort to do the R&D. Like I was just beating my head over here how I can get the permission right to access that. And here I am. I tried multiple permission and I was still not able to get the SSH, but then the same thing struck in your brain and my brain. We are going to use a local machine and try to put the SSH key over there, and then we're gonna access it. Over there, it's nothing like that. Over there, you have the thing, you have the whole walkthrough, you have the whole path. You check it, you do it, you done. The second thing that I don't like about that is when you're doing something, there is some sort of side quest. If the side quest part is another garbage reason. In the side quest, they are giving you the damn what do we say, puzzles, or instead of puzzles, they're more of a riddles. So you have to solve that riddle to reach something. It is like, how should I say it? It is like the police investigating a movie-based criminal, and that investigation is taking you to that riddle, and now you're finding someone who knows how to solve the riddles, and then you're marking or running on that path. If you're not good with the riddles, you're not doing a shit. That's why I didn't like that a bit. On the third note, that platform is best only when you are learning the core basics, like the damn core basics. If you're not, then that platform does not serve a purpose for you. You have to find a challenging environment where you can use your brain, your own hardships, your own talent to learn something. That is a pure garbage. The AD part. Yeah, I'm coming on that. The AD part is good because like that has like from my mindset, or I would say from a common person mindset, that part is good because AD is something that not everyone knows, and to understand and to learn the AD, you need to know how things are working in there, right? And again, it is something that a copy paste, and you're reading that whole part and you're trying to understand, because you don't know the AD, that's why you are able to understand that. But if you know that, after some time you will feel like, I'm sorry, that was a waste of time, I should have tried something else. These kind of thoughts come into mind. The AD part is good as long as you're not familiar with it, or there is something that totally new to the AD and you're not aware about it and you're working on it. That's the only reason why the THM is good. Other than that, I didn't find a single purpose to stay on that platform. I was grinding that when I was like looking for uh, certain certificates, but those certificates I grinded and I was able to complete like how many labs? I don't even remember. I was able to complete quite many just to get the certificate so I can show it to the interviewer or like whoever is going to manage the interview, so I can show them that this is what I have done so far, and here's the thing, go, yeah, check this. I have the certs, which are cheap, but I earned it somehow. So that's kind of a grind I did, and I was able to finish way too many machines within a week or two, I guess. Yes. I have to get in better in AD. I'm good, but not super good to solve the hack the box hard Windows box. Yeah, like even I'm not that good. That's why you form a team, you work in the team, and you struggle with the team. Right. Working single-handedly is pretty insane. Even though you're working on something that has the defined exploitable path, even for that you need to sometime either rest, rethink, or like totally go through from the scratch again. You can ask someone if someone already know, etc., etc. So this is kind of the hardship that we do. It's not even a hardship, it's something like, it's learning basically. That's the basic learning. Put your foot into that small space, then see if it pulls and how far you can pull. Maybe you might be able to find some water in that. Let's always go down to that. It's nothing more than a crazy adventure, and it'll make you like, you learn the patience there, that either your brain need a rest, or you need someone who can tell you, teach you, or guide you what you need to do, or like in a similar manner something. But yes, you have to do it. Yes, that's the way to go. Even on my job, when I'm doing the testing or analysis or whatever you say, we sometimes take the second opinion. Like if I'm doing the pen test, I'm doing the security assessment, I'm doing the threat model part, I'm doing the source code review, or anything that seems to me that there is always a good part, that there should be a second point of view. I go to the team, I tell them, I tried this, I did this. This is a request, this is what it does. If you know something that we can do extra, or something that you might have learned recently that can open up a new path, new vulnerability or something, please do share. And so far that's how I worked and that's how I did it. To be honest, that part is like crazy knowledgeable. It's not as easy as it seems, because even if you're setting some sort of rate limit on some sort of host, even that rate limit have to be calculated, because if you're setting too low, everyone is going to get blocked. If you're setting too high, you're going to get DOSed. And that thing changes day by day, probably every week, probably every month, depends on the traffic you're getting. You need to set a conditions, you need to work around with that. You need to learn how you can do the log analysis, you need to learn how you can do the traffic analysis, you need to learn multiple things, literally multiple things. I was thinking I should give a shot and do an give an interview for the SOC, but the SOC is something I will do. Yeah, adaptive rate limit, but you cannot set. That's the breakpoint, and that's the pain. Wait, I don't want any sort of promotions or something. Dang it. SOC part is actually pretty fun. If you ask me, the security sector, that's the only part that actually thrills me sometime. Though the red team does thrills me, because I have to bang the head and find a vulnerability and go to the extent which is like the actual term, that brain fuck it actually does. So it is kind of dopamine. I get that's why I started doing the streams again, and that's the very reason why I was doing the stream earlier. That's the reason why I started creating, why that's the reason I started learning. So it's like a different kind of a dopamine rush that I get when I'm doing it. Now, just to get the SSH, we tried multiple things and I wasn't able to get it, and this is the way we could have get it. So it just always get down to jump in to the water, but not too deep, but jump in, you will eventually start learning how to swim. So you have to jump into the water first to learn swimming. Without jumping, you won't be able to do anything. I like to map out the system. Where did they get in? Where was the attack? Where are they? What are they doing? Okay. Yeah, you might be good in analysis, and that can forge you for the analysis part. You can yeah, for the same thing, I think like, are you doing the Sherlock boxes or on the hack the box? I think you might be, probably. If you're not, then you're missing. I was doing the Sherlocks. I don't know. Let me pull out the channel. Wait. Playlist. This is a Let's Defend. I will do the Let's Defend videos too soon. It's been 11 months since I last posted these three, so that SOC part I will do. And here's the Sherlock. I was doing these Sherlocks, but again, same thing. This year quite happened, and I was not able to do anything, restrictions. So okay, let's continue with this. That's way too much chatting. I will try to keep both side by side. Okay, now we are on a machine. Where is it? We need to pull the password from here. So if I do cat paste enter, and There we go. We have the password, and it is for the 14 to 15, I guess. Oh, so we was connected with the 13, and from there we jumped to the 14, and now we have the password for the 14. From there we want to jump to the 15. Okay, it says the password for the next level the password for the next level can be retrieved by submitting the password of the current level to port 3000 on a local host. So is it like how can we do netcat listener over the port 3000 missing port -p, press enter. Okay, so we have the port, we have we need to provide a destination too, but it is localhost, so why should we provide? We need to provide submit the password for the next level, submit the current password. Wait, if I don't provide the -p flag. Okay, we didn't got any sort of a response from here, but can we do this? Paste, enter. Okay, it says bash. Let's try this because it is saying we need to submit it. So echo double quote, this is the password, pipe. Now it will echo this password and pass it to the next command, that is gonna be netcat localhost 3000, I guess. Okay, lives happen, that's how things work. It's fun either way, like as long as you're having fun what you're doing, you're good. You don't need like any sort of thing that doesn't mean anything to you, so you're doing good. So what I'm doing wrong here? The local host 3000, the password currently on level, oh, it's a port 30,000, not a 3000. So if I do this, I didn't got any sort of response, right? Oh, my bad. 30,000. If I remove this, will it gonna ask for the password? I guess it should. Let's provide it. Yes, small mistakes happen and we got the password for the next level. Now to get this password, I think we can do it this way also. If I echo this and pass it to this, yes, we can do it two ways. The whole point is just to submit the string that it requires. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so what do we need to do now? It says the password for the next level can be retrieved by submitting the password of the current level to the port. This crazy. Give me a second. I got a message. Yeah, if you guys are interested, whoever is watching, you can like follow me on a Twitter. That's where I stay active. Yeah, it's most likely SSL. I was just checking on a message that I just got. Sometimes it can be like I don't miss on two things. First, the message. Second, the phone call. Reason, it can be in some sort of an emergency. So always keep your mobile phone like on a ring, and SMS also, because sometimes what happens, you might be the only person have the thing that other person need, and if you're not able to provide that to that person at that exact time when he needed the most, I don't think what you're doing on this world, man. Even if someone even needs you, I don't know. So one of the reason why I always check on messages and the phone calls, I don't put it side. Just give me 2 seconds. Okay. So can we check if we have something on a port? 3000 localhost, 30,000 one, was it? Docs? That's a new term. Doxing. I have heard it, but I don't recall it. What this actually mean? I think I recently do search it. Uh, nah, I'm not that good. I'll just drop the number to everyone. No, I'm not that good. Or instead of not that good, I mean to say not that much helping to the public. I might be, maybe not. That's why I said put it on a Twitter or maybe Instagram. Maybe you will get the help. Okay, let's exit from here and connect to the next machine. It's 15 and paste, enter, and we are in 15. Okay, let's see. Ping, I don't think ping's required. SS-TLN, or we just do the TL. It should list out everything, and it says that 3001. What this port is doing actually it's doing nothing. It says domain 53 54 domain. Okay, so let's clear it and do TLDR open SSL. Display version. I don't want to display the version, I want to get the password from this. Open SSL, and to get that I need to run the command, and for that I'm gonna use my almighty open SSL. Oh, there it is. I hope it has a command set. Yes, it does. Check the key strength. I don't want to check the key strength, I just want to connect with it. And this is to check the heartbleed vulnerability. Yeah, sure, come anytime, I'm here. Have a great night. Good night. Bye. Sudo open SSL string connect. We don't need to provide a host over here. Let's do the XYZ, and over here same. No, we don't need it. I don't have a single command that's used for the OpenSSL connection, so we're gonna add now. It's on a 15 to 16, right? Yep. OpenSSL bulb, SSL socket layer. Let's see if this contain any sort of command. This is a table I would say if someone is watching and going to watch later on, you should be aware about this tables over here, the SSL version, TLS versions, because they have been on the internet since the beginning for a quite long time, and by the time they kept evolving, and why they kept evolving, and what sort of vulnerability you can find, and etc., is something that you should know. So definitely go through with this document once. Transport layer security. I'm trying to find the commands that I might need to connect with the OpenSSL, but I'm not able to get, so we're gonna do the Google OpenSSL command. There is a platform for that. What the hell is that platform? Hectrix. Yes, this is a place, and here we go. We're not going to show any sort of certs, we're just going to use this open SSL. This is this kind of tool which you can use to make a web request kind of thing, or check the connection if you are able to connect with that certain endpoint or not. underscore client hyphen connect, and over here we're gonna provide the local host colon 30,001, press enter, and it's giving us quite a stuff, and probably it is asking for the password string that we have. So we going to provide that over here, which is this probably, and the connection close, and we got the key for the next box. This is quite a mess over here, though I will add it. This is a server certificate that was exchanged during the conversation, and this is something that a server and client use to exchange whenever there is a conversation between the client and the user, so they can verify that the request is authentic and not coming from something that is forged, so they can get hacked or can be hacked. Okay, so we have next chapter thing. So now what we're gonna do is, though we got the password for the next one over here, I don't want this much garbage to be present. So let's see if this has a hyphen q. Okay, hyphen quite. Was it this? Yep. And if I will copy this, paste it over here, provide it, and boom, we got the same results. But this time we didn't see what sort of exchange is going on behind the scene, and we can just directly connect with the endpoint and get what we need, because we didn't provide it the quite last time, and we was able to see all this exchange that happened just to reach that request. Over here you can see new session handshake request was transferred, and it is running on the protocol TLS version 3.1, and it's using its own algorithm to check the authenticity of the keys that are getting exchanged. You see over here, these are the keys getting exchanged over here. Snake Oil, whoever is the issuer of this certificate. Okay, so now let's jump to this. We can exit from here, clear it, and clear this too. Now we need to connect with the Bandit 16. Press enter, copy the password, paste the password, press enter, and clear. We are on a Bandit 16 now. Now it says the credential for the next level can be retrieved by submitting the password of the current level to the port on a... Oh, so we are going to use the for loop for the same request, or like the same localhost, and that's where we are going to get the password for the next level. And As I said, it is going to be a for loop. So we are going to forge a for loop over here. And for that, let's see how we write the for loop. How can I show you guys that? Is there anything that I have specific to this for loop or something? I don't think so. Let's try over here. If it works, it works. If it didn't, it didn't. Right? Just give me a second. Probably there might be something. Let's write our own for loop. If you're aware about this concept, then you already know what the for loop is. But if you're not from the programming background, you might don't know what the for loop is. So for that, I would recommend go check on a YouTube of someone else's channel what the for loop is, how it works, and etc. Because I'm not gonna teach what the for loop is. I have some basic knowledge of programming, but I'm not a elite programmer for this. I can read the program, but it is hard for me to write the program. I can only write a small part that is either in front of the brain or maybe back of the brain, but if something is not in there, I cannot. Because there are two types of loops. There is a do while loop and there is a for loop. I'm not sure if there is any other loops that are available in the market, but these are the two loops I'm aware about. So for now, I'm gonna use the for loop that is already there to run through all the ports that we have from 31,000 to 32,000. That's almost 1,000 ports. So let's do for I. I is a variable that we are declaring for the port. In over here, we're gonna declare 31,000 double dot. That is double dot is defining the range from this to this to 3,000 32,000, and this is a range for which the loop will perform the action, semicolon, and we're gonna do what it gonna do on this loop condition. Syntax error. Lovely. And why is it a syntax error? Because we are using the curly we're not using the curly braces, we are using the circle braces, or just a brace you would say. Press enter. Yeah, now we are inside the loop program. So we're gonna write over here, we can define the server if you want, or if we do not want, we can just, but that will do a clutter over here if we don't define. So give me a second, I'm getting a message. Guys, give me time, I'll be back. Okay, back. So we're gonna do we was creating a for loop, right? So now that we have the condition or where it gonna loop through all this range from 31,000 to 32,000, we need to define it in a way so it can like work on the command that we want it to do work on, right? So for that we're gonna do is 31,000, find out the port listener. This is only one server that will give the next credentials. Okay, so it will be like this. First we will add the timeout. For this I don't know if I need to add it into the braces. Probably I need to add timeout for 1 second because we're providing the command over here. So for that we're gonna need it. Timeout for 1 second, then we're gonna do the bash, and using the bash we're going to use the -i interact for the interactive mode. No, sorry, the for -c for the command mode. And over here there is we do this there's a TCP, I think, was it dev/TCP? I cannot no, it's, I think dev/TCP is the one. I think this is probably the one. Dev/TCP over the local host slash, here we're gonna define the port, and for the port I think we put the $I and space. Now we're gonna send, if any sort of garbage comes in, we're gonna throw that out into the it's to the end. It will go to the dev null, dev/null. So I hope we're doing right. We put the bash, we put the timeout, we gave the dev null. Anything we're missing? Ports are there, commands there, dev null is there. So I think we are done with this portion. Do we need to do anything else? Now we need to echo the ports, I think. So for that we can add the echo $I probably, or instead open $I and close this and press enter, and we're gonna do the done. Press enter and it should run the loop, and it exited. That's not right. Are we missing anything? We have the everything. We have the range correct, 31 to 32,000. We have this correct. We are sending everything to devnull. Is it possible that devnull is the problem here? Okay, no such directory. Maybe we don't have the TCP or something. or maybe I need to do this. 127.0.0.1. Press enter. Maybe localhost, it was considering it as a directory. Oh, it's still considering it as a directory. Do I need to put it under the angular braces so it can exit from here, I guess, like this? So it's gonna check whatever is in here and put it over there. Okay, my bad, sorry. We got quite many refusals here, but this is way too much garbage. Okay, let's forget it. We can use this also. Netcat on a local host 31,000 to 32,000. I guess this is the one, and it should give us the open ports, I think. Or did I forget something to define? Maybe it's -p. Okay, so do I need to define it over here? Was it open? There is nothing like this. Do we have nmap over here? Yep, we have nmap, so why bother? Oh, I see. I'm using the damn netcat instead of nmap. There we go. Why I didn't think about this before? Now that we know we have the nmap open over here, like it is sitting on the machine, so we can use this to like access what we need. So we gonna use this same command over here, paste it, but at this time we gonna provide it with the port 31960, and it says bad client request 790. Okay, it is asking for something. Let's provide it this password and boom, we got the SSH key, I think, and using this we might be connecting with the next host. Okay, so we have SSH key for next host, but let's check the other ports too. 691. It's a 691. Enter. Okay, it didn't connect. 518. 518. Press enter. Okay, it's also asking for the password and it give us the same password back. Weird. Okay, so the last one remains, and that's 04 046, enter, and it gave an error. So we got it on a one port, and now that we have it, we can exit from here, we can clear it. Now either we can crack this password, which I hardly believe we can crack it because it is some sort of long string. I think it's an MD5. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28 29 30 31 32. Yes, it's an MD5 hash, which is a 32 long character string. And now we have the SSH key for the next box. So what we're gonna do is VI, it's gonna be a next key for the 17. Press enter, paste it here, right quit, enter, ch mode bandit 17, press enter, SSH bandit, oh, SSH-I. This time it is going to be the 17, and over here it is gonna be the 17. Press enter, and boom, we are in 17. I think I'm trying to complete at least 20 or till 20 today, so we can work on the rest tomorrow. Okay, so it says the password for no, over here it says there are two files in a home directory, old password and new password. So let's see, ls, yes, we have those two files, and it says the password for the next level is in password new, and in the one line that has been changed between old password and new password. Okay, note, if you have solved this level and say bye bye, and try to log in into the Bandit 18, this is related to next level. Okay, let's cat both. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Dang it. Cat password new. Okay. Cat password old. Oh, I see. So do I need to use the difference one? I think it's this tool, right? Password new, password old. Okay. So I think this is what we need to use, and if you see over here, it removed or it entered this string. I think the difference in this file is over here it entered this and removed this one. So we might be using this one as password, not this one. So let's exit. And oh, we're on a wrong place. So if I will do this SSH and do the 18, nope. What does it mean? We just exited from there, right? Okay, it's working. Paste the password, press enter, and it says connection to the bandit is closed. Bye bye. Okay, so that means this is not a password. It might be this. Okay. What does this means? Note if you have solved this level and see bye bye when trying to log in into the bandit. This is related to level 19. So are we saying that we have solved it? Or will we come back to the 18 from the 19? We cannot enter in here. Okay. So how are we gonna find the password? Let's try it on this then. It was this one, right? If I'll paste, press enter. It's not the right password. And this one is too. So what does this mean? We don't have the password for the 19 yet. We need to fetch it from the 18, right? But when we do this, it says bye bye. Let's tldr SSH. Is there any way to run the command from outside? I think there is actually. Connect to remote, identify, we're not using that. Run a command on a remote server with TTY allocation allowing interaction with remote command. Or we can start the tunnel. We don't want to start any sort of tunnel, so we will be using this basically. I don't know if I need to use the -t, though. Let's see if I'll do ls. Okay. Provide the password, press enter. It says there is a readme. So we can read the files from here. How should I silent this? Is there any -q for this too? -q, press enter. Yes, there is. I don't want to check on the garbage. Okay, so now if I will do the cat readme, it should read that for me. We got it. Low brainer kind of technique, but it is what it is. Okay, this is a password that we used and we're gonna put it here, and we have the password for the next level. We're gonna pass it over here and we're gonna do it clear, and with that clear we're gonna remove this from here, and with -q we're gonna add the level 19. Press enter, copy this, paste it here, press enter, and boom. Now we have the access to the Bandit 19. And even with -q we could not stop it throwing the garbage. Boom. Boom. Okay, so it says to gain the access to the next level, you should use the set UID binary in the home directory, execute it without argument to find out how to use the password for this level. Can be found in the usual place at the bandit_password after you have used the set UID binary. So we need to set the UID over here. But where is the set UID binary? So it's saying it's in here. Bandit. What is this file? Okay. So it's it is this is a binary that is going to set the UID. It is saying execute it without providing any argument, find out how to use it. The password for this level can be found in usual place. Okay, so this is how we generally run the binaries in Linux, and run a command as another user. So if I do who am I, permission deny. Now it says bandit 20. So we need to read this file. right? It is saying run a command as another user. Okay, so if we go back, and if it is taking a single argument, let's see if it is taking a single argument or double argument. Okay, it is taking a single argument, and if I do this, oh, I see. So it is saying no such file or directory. Do I need to provide it like this? Or do I need to... Oh, it says it's a directory, not a file. So here we have the password for all the other binaries or the other machines. If I do, let's see if we can... I think this is all readable files, most probably. So if I do this and cat, yep, 21. Oh, so we have the permission to read only one file, and that is Bandit 20, and that means this file has a restriction placed on it, so it cannot read file outside this file, or like a restriction is set on this file that only using this executable file you can read the password from here, basically. So my small brain could not process is a directory. So we did ls, we found the different kind of files in there, and using that we got the password for the next one. Now that we are on a 20 to 21, we're going to exit from here, clear this, and do the 20, press enter, paste the password, press enter, and boom, we are in. Now for the 20th one, what it is asking us to do, there is a SUID binary in a home directory, su connect, nice. That does the following. It makes a connection to localhost on the port you specify as a command line argument. It then reads a line of text from the connection and compare it to the password in the previous level. If the password is correct, it will transmit the password for the next level. Note: try connecting to your own network daemon to see if it works as you think. So we are basically asking it to fetch the password for us, right? So let's see what this file is first. /su connect, and it says this program will connect to the given port on localhost using TCP. If it receives the correct password from the other side, the next password is transmitted back. Oh, I see. So it is basically the netcat listener, it seems. So if you provide it the right password, it will send us the correct password. Okay, let's try this. basically we need to set the two-way connection over here. So if I do this and do 9001, press enter. Oh, it says could not connect. So do I need to do this? Netcat. But how I'm gonna define the port over here? I'm not sure if you're getting my what I'm trying to say here. Or do I need to start the second instance of the same? Or maybe let's see if I do this and but it won't be able to connect because it is not getting the right port, you say. Or let's see if I do this, will it be able to? Let's try this. SSH. Oh, there it is. Copy, paste, but the port is gonna be the 20. Press enter. Lookup failed. Nah, I don't think it will. -L NVP. I don't think. Yeah, it won't. It's on looking for a port. So if I remove the -P, it cannot parse her as an IP address. A failed lookup, and that was for a verbose. I think I need to start a new instance for this so it can connect with that. It is gonna be the 20. Press enter, pass the password over here, clear, and should I do, because it's not gonna do what I just told, so it has a netcat over here, so we're gonna netcat -L NVP 9001, press enter, and if I try to connect, it connects. So if I will now transfer, if I'll just pass this, and there we go. It was easy peasy. So we need to create 2 instances to make it work. We will keep it because we will add the password in there, the one we got from the bandit, and this one, and this is a new password, and we can jump on to the 21 to 22. So with that said, it's 11 p.m. now. It's been more than 2 hours. It's 2.5 hours so far. So I think that's it for today. If you guys are good, so we can take a leave for today, and I hope those who are watching this are having fun. I don't know, but you can like show it by liking the video, or maybe drop a comment or something that can help me understand how you guys are feeling for what I'm sharing. Is it worth, or it's garbage, or what is it? So I will share the content accordingly. So far, if you like the video, do like it and share with others if you think those can benefit from it. And same time, subscribe to the channel if you like it, and if you're just starting your day, have a great rest of the day. Have a good morning, and if you're ending your day, have a great rest of your night. Till then, I'll see you guys tomorrow, and have a great time. Till then, bye bye. It's time to solve out of the box that is about to release on a Hack the Box. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.